Welcome, welcome, welcome to part one. Uh, guys. Oh, nice. New game. I've played the tutorial previously. Scenario main story, implying there's going to be some DLC down the line. Difficulty normal. I think I was on daring when I did my. We went on normal. Bit of backstory. We're taking up the mantle of. Oh, we get the backstory in the game anyway. But that's anyway, just to make sure. Normal difficulty is what we're going in with. Continue. This does run fine. As you can, sorry, I'm yawning. As you can see, you've got your pre-select characters. But I am going to create my very own, because why wouldn't you in an RPG? Rock Trader Portrait. Now, the one I've got for my little trial run is this one. Now, the reason I've come over here first is Origin. Now, I was going to be like, oh, a Commissar. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be a badass Commissar enforcing the Imperial truth. Whereas every fucker does that, and it's so bland compared to you've got Astra Militarum Commander. Crime Lord, which is what other character is. Ministorum Priest. You know, you've got Navy Officer, which, to be fair, badass looking motherfucker. Noble. Which is what I'm going with this time. I'm going to be a noble. Which is why we're going back to appearance, and I think that screams noble to me. I mean, maybe there are... No. Oh, no. I mean, some of them... I suppose he's noble. You're going to have to endure a little bit of character creation, rambling, etc, etc. You got a third. Oh, you've also got custom portraits. But no, that's the one I want. That's who we're being. Which means... Are they all bold? We're going to be tall. I guess fat. Oh. Outfit settings. Huh. It'd be nice if I could just have that there, but clearly that's not what I'm getting. To be honest, I can't really tell you. I can zoom in a bit. Like, fuck all's changing. These are very distinctly the same face. Going in fat. And tasty. But yeah, you know, the slight change in the facial shape, but oh, we want him fat. Oh, maybe that's why. So why are we a him? I mean, gender is sort of irrelevant, I guess, in though. But I want a face that screams "punch me." That one. Oh, we can even wear the ridiculous wig. Yes. I mean, there is no other hairstyle that's suitable, I'm afraid. Hair color. Yeah, let's go for the powdered white. Eyebrows. Why do we have a scar on our face? I don't really want a scar on our face, but I reckon we get to change that down the line. Again, sorry about this ridiculous obsession with character customization. We're not really going to see it. Ridiculous eyebrows. Oh, we can do a beard. Again, you don't even really get to see the face that much. I want the braided one. Beard colour. We're going to go for a powdery white with that as well. We're technically making Santa. I don't really want any tats. Augmentations. Why does he have a facial scar? I've not missed it, have I? The option to get rid of the facial scar. That is present on all of them. Oh, it's there. Scars. My mistake. I mean, we'll have a look at all the scars available. This is to taste my fancy, but given that I'm a Ponzi noble, the one that they auto select is the worst one. Tattoos, he's not really good. I mean, he's gonna be shot on day one if you have that. Augmentations. Got any gold forehead? The butcher's nails. Shiny gold forehead. Really need any others. Voice.
You didn't stand a chance! 2 arms!
Your existence is naught but ashes.
Watch this spectacle unfold! Death's hand reaches for me.
Yep, that's the voice we're going with. Right, okay, so next... obviously he's not going to be from a death world, he's going to be from an imperial world. He could also be from a fortress. Well, an imperial world, if you're a noble, you could be from any of them, I suppose. It could be Voidborn. Forge world would be good. We're gonna go Imperial World. It's a bit basic. Oh, stronger together. No, how better to die for the Emperor. That's not. Hive World, I suppose. Strength in numbers. We'll go Voidborn then. Can you be a noble and be Voidborn? Go on, we'll go from a hive world. You could be from there. Oh. Yeah, obviously we're going with a noble. Imperial World, ready to serve. No, it might fit the character better, but I don't care. Go for the armor. Now we're going analytics. Triumph. Beta greatness, yep. Truth tome that was discovered in your family library, except a terrible toll on your mind. I mean, he is mad. A bastard, illegitimate member. We're going with that. For importance. Right. Okay. So this is a little upsetting. I thought the classes might vary depending on your origins, but no, it's always warrior, officer, operative, and soldier. Where is it? I mean, obviously my dude's an officer. Next. Right, characteristics, your stats. Intelligence and toughness are already up. Fellowship represents the character's ability to interact with other creatures to deceive, charm, or befriend them. Character's ability to withstand the horrors of the warp. I mean, weapon skill, he's not going to be that good. He's not going to be agile. Give him some fellowship, because he will have coerced people. Willpower he's not going to have. Deception. Smack. 5 into perception. Get intelligence on 50. Right, sword class frigate, obviously we're not calling that. Invictum Irabus. That'll do. Rock trader, no. Seth! You. Clement. Narn. Edmund is the name of my other one. Jabez. Yep. We're going in. I am Jabez. We've probably been going for an hour on character customization. But it doesn't matter. There's no limit. I'll just keep going and going and going. I can't stop. So I'm gonna roleplay, obviously, it's an RPG. My guy is slightly insane. He's a noble, which means he don't give a shit about anybody but himself. But he's not stupid, he knows how to manipulate. That's how he, he got to the rival family, disinherited or dishonored or whatever it was I just selected. So we're gonna have to really put out the levels of pompous snobbery. I hope you can accept that. Again, I was going to do Inquisitor, you can be like, yeah, Inquisitor Imperium. The Ecclesiarchal Priest would have been interesting, but I've made my choice. Welcome. We might do another playthrough, to be fair. If this is popular, I wouldn't be against doing another one as a different character, which would likely be the Ecclesiarchal Priest. Oh, look at them go. Choo-choo. That's not the sound they make. It's not the sound anything in 40k makes. Choo-choo, and there I am. I'm wearing a wolf pelt for reasons not entirely known to me.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Right, you'll have to let me know what the sound levels are on this. If you can hear the voice acting or not. To which end, actually, I may put this out a long time. Do I put it out as a New Year's Day special? But then obviously you won't see the rest of the series until after the Total War series is gone. But I would like to get the audio on this checked. Now, you wouldn't say that. There we go.
My apologies. I did not seek you out to pester you with unwanted attention.
That's the correct response, I think. I mean, telling him, why are you bothering me?
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtfear, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship rogue trader Theodora von Valencius. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Obviously, we're going over the, like, it's not just Jabez, and we're not going to be, you know, I have no intention of introducing myself. We're going to be very pompous about it.
My deepest respects to you, Your Grace. A noble of the Imperium. It's been a long time since Providence last brought such eminent guests aboard this vessel.
Okay.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this voyage ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencius, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Yeah. Why am I aboard this vessel? Great start. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty. Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor.
Jabez did not approve.
Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium. But from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Ethelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Okay, so this, like, we're going to try and play through the tutorial all in one video. But to be fair, it took me a while to complete it. So it'd probably be 2, maybe 3 videos.
I am the rogue thread.
I have wasted no time in being batshit insane. Excellent. I have a pistol. Oh, dear.
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
Just fucking wandering around the place decrying that they will see. Oh, dear.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Yeah, my guy's gone fucking insane. As matches his backstory because he read a book of chaos. Let's open this door, shall we? See, he's chubby because he's wealthy. He's wearing his...
One of the von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening?
Exciting times.
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
There you go, 2 servitors, just to show you how murder works. Got 1 now.
Into the fray we charge!
Oh, I'll never get bored of this guy. He's fucking great. Be ambushed, the battle begins. So you can start the battle. It's in standard turn-based combat here. It shows you who's going and when. Looks to be those guys. Right, so you've got your movement points and you've got your action points. You've got abilities. You see, you serve me. Will assigns one ally who will become the servant until the end of combat. Anytime the noble's abilities affect the servant, this factor all characteristics until the start of the noble's next turn. Time the servant attacks the target that got damage to last turn. The servant gains 14. Excellent. Voice command. Left to force an ally to fully push themselves, increasing their character by plus 13 for 1 round. This could be. The character becomes a target of voice command, cannot be targeted by this ability for the next 10 rounds. And then obviously we've got our weapon here, a stub revolver. And it's got a pistol shot ability. But, I mean, we may as well...
A genius at work.
make him serve me.
Let's see.
Voice of command there. And then take a shot. So if we scroll over, got a 45% chance of hitting with 10 to 14 damage
What
being
if-
the outcome. And I missed. You got the turn. See, they're using las weapons. Wow, so helpful, Conrad.
Schemes within
Yeah,
schemes.
take that, you bitch. Yeah.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Good plan, Conrad. Good plan. Hey up, the boys are here now.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Yeah, thank you. I'll find my own way. Let's. Oh, you having a little stutter game? Don't Baldur's Gate me. There we go. It's fine. We will probably get stutters from time to time. I think it was the autosave that was doing it. But in general, I've had no issue with the game. That's why. Let's see. You can click on things. It tells what they are. I don't know if this is, you know, stat related.
Patience? My nerves are frayed.
I am so looking forward to being a dick.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Because he's batshit insane. I didn't realise the Madman voice was going to be so, like, on the nose mad from day one. So, yes! Time to die!
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
There we go. I don't think we're getting a voice actor for this guy. So, Edelthrad? That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora, says the man dressed in peculiar garb, his voice tight with tension, his face, half of which is covered by skin, is twisted in a grimace of displeasure and disbelief. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide, practically an admission of heresy. Theodora. Tall, grey-haired woman pins him with her gaze, her cybernetic eye flashing crimson, and suggests an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation no worse than my Sejel could have done. Make a decision. What would you do? Aeon the 5th Edelthard? No, we wouldn't survey or listen in silence. You'd burst in. I am here to speak with the Lord Captain. Right. What is this? I thought turning to you and go to with indignation. This is someone from your retinue, Theodora. Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion? Theodora. I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let's see if it was worth it. Theodora tilts her head, her lips stretched in a cold smile. This is Jabez, the second candidate for the title of my successor. The rogue trader regards you with a look. Imperious, predatory, and oppressive. Step forward, Jabez. Consider this hypothetical situation. Aeon 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High-seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits and protects those who offer them sacrifices. Light of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. Mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poison treasure? And you wouldn't outright admit heresy to a new group of people. So let's just go Lord Xenos. Theodora arches an eyebrow. Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavour. Red scoffs. But from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors. Far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you, Jabez, are simply unaware of their existence. I find your tone most disagreeable, Ethelthred. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret the consequences. Red tilts his head. Well, I find your company disagreeable, Jabez, and yet I am forced to endure such. Theodora. Ethelthred! Theodora's tone rendered in silence. I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then, when my senior congregator is still dawdling around the officer's deck instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview. Ethelthred. I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I, forgot the time. He bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you another look. I don't know if I'll be reading all of these. Like, I've played the tutorial, like I say. This is all tutorial, but at the same time, if I click through, you might not have the time to read it in a, Theodora. So, Jabez, why are you here? I think I might just read the speech rather than the descriptions. You are direct. I approve, but you will have to wait. There is something I want you to understand first. My name is Theodora von Valencia Massimo of Afscaras. I'm a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. My rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic, the warrant of trade. Export this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Empire and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign and build death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you, Jabez, are one of those with the von Valencia's blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. I'm ready to take on this sacred purpose. Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the watch and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts you are suitable for the role of rogue trader. Blood right alone is not enough to earn you the high honour of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful, if not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. But alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Conrad Volgier served me for many years before he made his mistake. Thank you for clarifying. May I ask my question? I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Gracious Lord Captain, surely there are ways I can prove myself a worthy heir. You can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants. I will draw my conclusions when an opportunity to prove arises. As for when you will be granted this opportunity, only the God Emperor knows. I have no more questions. In that case, I shall head to the steps of reporting on the adjacent decks. Said shall, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It's possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may anticipate. So here we are, the first real combat. Pew pew, pew 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 pew, pew 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 pew.
Oh, glorious spectacle of your demise.
I'll turn you into
I would not let that batshit insane man on my fucking ship if I was.
reduced to dust.
Good work, Adelard. I was saying that, you used cleave.
To the
Fucking
head
morts on
gate.
it. He's got a melter. Alright. I mean... Congrats, Mort.
Even I won't do that.
Fucking hell.
I won't sully myself with that.
It's alright. Weird thing to say about the Lord Captain, but okay. 93, 93. It doesn't matter which one you shoot.
Gee.
Again, you've got the order of turns. Like, if you want to maybe kill someone that's going to have a turn before your next person, that's obviously a tactical viability. Turn-based combat's pretty standard. I will say this game is simpler in a lot of regards than Baldur's Gate, but I think most RPGs will be simpler than Baldur's Gate, because Baldur's Gate is the shining bastion of RPG, you know, the amount of depth and detail they put into that game, which unfortunately will never feature until I get a new PC, which could be in like 5 years' time, and there might be another Baldur's Gate by then. As you can see, NPCs will often do more work than you. It's weird that he died an electrical death. I think a melter's well, it's a plasma weapon, I suppose. It was, you know, it's a plasma death. Right, so now my odds of success have dropped to 36, but I can move. If I move there, still 36. And he's too far away. Oh, nailed him anyway. Oh, but then got shot.
Me again. See what happens.
Fucking hell, she's got a plasma pistol. I said the blood looks a bit, shit. That might be my graphic settings, but I don't really want to mess with my graphic settings because the game's working. Which is more than I can say of Baldur's Gate. Theodora. Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single horse son survive. Batted eye when that scum burst onto the deck. Not bad. I've seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. False security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. So the incident with the rampaging services may be connected to what is transpiring now. Possibly. Quite likely. Quite likely. We will investigate at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation. What are your orders? Mort has gone on ahead and cleared a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Archmilitant requires aid, and be quick about it. Okay. I will do said thing, but also... Is there any loot? So loot tends to...
There will be no peace in my wake.
Where's Mort gone? Find me more. Yeah, lots of NPCs interacting with one another, so he's not down there. So your head he's gone, is it just like up here in a lift or something, is it? This happens a lot for me in the tutorial. I get lost.
What lies beyond the...
Luckily, the map is fairly intuitive. There he is. Conrad Voltigate. Thank you, Providence. You are alive and well. What? Always on time, eh, Conrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. Could set your chrono by it. Conrad. Mort, pull yourself together. Mort. What? Did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I report right away. You're a master of wishes. What is happening on my ship? The Voxness is silent, the Voxmaster is not responding, armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militants just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report! Conrad. I have not yet received word from the engineer room regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences is pretty fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle of decks. The only voxcast from the lower bays are the one-way heretical gibberish. But madmen have already breached the officer's decks, suggest that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organised mutiny. But what am I going to say? A mutiny against the Emperor's anointed? Execute the traitors, every last one of them. And Theodora. First, we have to confirm that the bridge in the Navigator's Sanctum is secure, and I have the means to do both things at once. Eldereth, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons. Conrad, I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movement is that he arrived on transition deck 18. Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Eldereth immediately. Send Shell. Locate Talas and the Citadel of Battle. Force it to remain at my side. Arch-militant with me. Let's go to my study, and it appears that we might encounter heretics along the way. Jabez! Conrad, if I may, Lord Captain. Transition deck 18 is the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Eldereth back, I could use some support. After all, it is adept at direct confronting enemies of the house as the esteemed arch-militant, and taking into consideration Eldereth's psycho powers. Okay, so I've just been stolen. Then it is settled. Jabez, find Eldereth and bring him here. In whatever state you find him, this elevator will lead to restricted confinement such as my personal chambers to the bridge. Do not let me down. I require both of you. Do you understand? I hear and obey, Lord Captain. Then Mort, move out. This is just me and old shady bollocks. Are you ready to head to 18? It's a long walk and you don't even have proper gear. Yes, my proposition is that he leads the way and become my human shield. Certainly, Lady Theodora would be devastated if she should lose one of her precious heirs, but that is no longer relevant. So Conrad, with a pop and a sharp crackle, something hits you in the abdomen, and you are consumed by an unbearable gut-wrenching pain.
Yeah.
My noble visage. How dare he stab me? How fucking dare he? Fucking how fucking how fucking dare he? Such a child. I'll check my messages while that loads in. That's not the football. Oh, fuck you, Man United. The fact that you've gone 3-2 up against Aston Villa when they were 2-0 up. Well, enough of the football. Here's me, on the ground, being kicked by that prick.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warren Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
I find it odd that some lines are voiced and others aren't, and that I have to do the voice. What is the meaning of this?
You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little is required of you. Just your blood, which you can either share of your own volition, or I will spill it for you. We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
Now, I'm playing a noble, a very fat man who's, you know, extremely wealthy, basically ran his own hive city or planet or whatever it was, lived off the backs of the peasants in his own isolated palace, essentially. So obviously the correct response would be, will you let me join you, we can take the war from Theodora together. I'll try and voice act my crazy guy, but he's got his own voice in non-cutscenes, so...
I may consider it, once you have done what I need you to do. There's a good boy. Then go to the Sentinel at the gates of the Warren Chamber, and fulfill your destiny. I had hoped to feed Edelthrat to the machine. He is the one who caught Theodora's eye, after all. But since procuring him has proved difficult, you will have to do.
That's not very encouraging. I'm pretty good at tech use, because, obviously, I'm from tech. Carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components. From familiar to you, suspect this might be some kind of chaotic relic. Place your hands into the sentinel's maw. Those jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. Dot drops fall into the server's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and pump it and stir into motion. The screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass, the sentinel's jaw remains closed, and you're beginning to feel sick. If you're to lean against the gate, you can catch your breath, you can close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humours. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this required voice is coming from. Crackling my static is the sentinel, the cogitator. As you were in mind, whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. I do require assistance.
Accepted.
Which, again, is exactly what a
Initiating
terrified
protocol.
Eyelord was saying. Yes, yes, I do require assistance.
Well, there is still another way.
Kaboom, motherfucker. It's still a good long way to go in this tutorial yet. But that is fine. Do my little examining. I won't be reading all of these. Some of them, if I think they're relevant or interesting, I might read out. But in general. Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade and bestow upon... Oh, never mind, it's quicker than me. So I'll just let you read the screens.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
Yes. I need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
so I'm not giving this read to me. So this is Theodore saying, Voxmaster, restore communications with the navigator's sanctum. I'm trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on the frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces.
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
Need a weapon.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations. Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel standing by. Middle
Lead
and
me
upper
away from
decks.
here.
Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
And out we go.
We'll see. Oh yes, they all will see.
Seal the chamber.
Master. Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Yes. Conrad Voltagier is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me and somehow brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodore for something. Trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of the plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
He openly admitted the mutiny.
And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening.
Yep.
At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster.
Nope. Although that would be my preferred thing.
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
So he's giving me a stub revolver, a sword, armored body glove, and a med kit. Let's have a little look. With that. Stub revolver, did we have a stub revolver before? Not sure. And a sword. I'm really good with swords. How do we know if we're good with swords? Is that just weapons skill? Close combat. Melee, yeah, okay. So we're pretty good in both. I think your weapons are sort of dictated by the class you pick. I may as well hand him the other med kit. You can't do that? Oh, okay. Weird.
Sometimes, you consult the appropriate treaties on Tactica Imperialis, and weigh every step. Sometimes,
Oh, your efforts, son.
that is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead.
Yes, I am.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on.
That doesn't sound good.
But that is not the worst of it.
Good.
All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the Navigator's Sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
That's it. I wouldn't be telling him about the Voxcast. Maybe I would. Because, like, I'm a noble, so I'm used to toadying and, you know, brown nosing. I'm assuming Theodora is still alive because I heard her Voxcast. I won't want to be seen as not following her orders. So I would tell him.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
Right.
Absolutely.
The Navigator's Sanctum. Lead the way. Oh, the guy clicked him out of the way. Well, this is Theodora, she's not going to get a voice line. To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor, fight the heresy and crush the treasure skills you my home, and with all your might destroy those who have dared.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Yay!
You dare
New
to
friends.
cross us.
Adelvard. You go there. Me? I'll go about there. Start the battle. So Adelvard is a melee character. As you can see, he's very, very good at avoiding most hits. It's there that I want to be doing it. Might be. That's unfortunate. I thought I could...
A tactically sound approach.
He dodged that. Let's see if we can get him in the old 1-2. No?
I will do my duty. Reduce to
No.
dust.
Although we just cut the guy's head off, so I think it was worth it. I might have a look at... the corpse is just flailing as well, that's cool. I'll have a look at the graphics, see if I can tune them up a bit. He's all brace for impact. Can you... Can charge him. Or him.
Indeed. I took care of this one.
Nice. Adelvard is essentially a tank.
A wicked thought.
Now we just spray in that direction. Miss completely. And end the turn.
Just a minor setback. Pain and duty go
He's
hand in
taking
hand.
no damage. Man's a tank.
Victory is imminent.
There you go, that's 2 dead. They did do some damage to him, but they also shot their own friends. To be fair, if we line that up, we're just as likely to hit him as we are anything else.
Through the smoking gunfire.
Look how batshit insane this guy is. How accurate are we with just one shot? 30%. 57. Missed. Good job.
My ears are ringing.
He's parrying and he's not even facing the right way around. Man is a legend.
I will do my duty. Fewer targets.
Get fucked. Got a laser pistol there. Wouldn't mind getting my hands on it. Are we just better at... Apparently we are also proficient with the chainsword. But I feel like that'd be a last-ditch effort. Like, I'm a noble. I feel very much like I would be at the back for as long as possible.
Step by step, I lead. What?
Hey, we hit the target.
Discordant melody.
But still gonna be killed by this guy.
Follow my lead. I took care of this one.
Everybody in the room was killed by Adelard. I did nothing. We've all leveled up, which is nice. Collect all the loot, including a nice las pistol. Might take for myself. All the loot in the room? I think so. Alright, so level up. Let's have a look at how level up works. By which I mean, let me show you how level ups work. It's this sort of wheel. It's not the more... I don't know. It's so in a standard game you would expect to be doing your level ups here. You know, you're clicking up your attributes. So you know, selecting an ability like Baldur's Gate, for example, level up. You know, oh, you've got so many. You know, you can pick out of so many cantrips as a spellcaster. You can have this ability or that ability, and some class abilities. This is very much just class abilities. Choose skill. I can choose plus 10 to one of these by hitting level 2. Commerce. Scouts talent and manipulation other people through negotiation, which we're going to take because that is our primary skill. You then take that summary. You lock in your persuasion. You click complete. So now what are we like? Persuasion 55. Adelbard, similar sort of deal. Available skills. Carouse, Athletics, Coercion, Demolition, and Medicaid. Now let's have a look at what he does. Demolition, Commerce is pretty good. Carouse is Toughness. Athletics, is that very difficult terrain? No. I think I want to go Carouse. But he is also a medic. Let's double down. Right, so that's the level up's done. That's how it works. It's that simple. Like, it is very simplistic, in fact. This is the Void Ship map. So we're going to go from Navigator's Sanctum. No, we're going from the Warrant Chamber to the Navigator's Sanctum. What time are we on? Give it another hour yet. Because we're about to pick up another character.
And so, he will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
Abelard. It's Abelard, not Adelvard. But I will almost certainly continue to call him Adelvard, and I don't know why.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valensis. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the Immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer. The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the engineerium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
At times. Continue.
What? You don't mean the Engineer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
Yeah, I feel like we should be hearing this. They've not done any voice acting for Theodora, I don't think. Officers frequently, to all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Ethelthred.
Oh.
Emperor's Providence.
That's a bit awkward.
The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Ethelthred's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
We must see if the Navigator is well.
Oh no.
I haven't decided on what voice my guy's gonna have.
No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Well, she said it. Let's do it. I love that you can check this. It's just like, it's a pipe. Yes, I could have guessed that. Lol. Right, so we've entered a battle. I mean, Adelard. That's a Dira. Yeah, Adelard right up. Right in the face of that Psycho. And then me. Gonna hide there. Hey Dira, where could... Oh, that's the limit of where you can go. Alright, fine. When you're first up, so let's get you moved up.
I know what is to come.
And then let's hit them with a bit of the old warp lining. Adira is mega OP because she's a psycho. So she has so many... She's essentially, you know, the 40k's version of a mage, essentially. She gets the magic. We're going to Foresight there. This, by the way, appears to be Veil Degradation. So if you do that too much, you end up with a lot of demons breaking through, I think.
I've suffered worse.
He shot at me.
My place is at the fore.
So you've got a weapon. You do, good. 18. You show him, mate. You show him.
It will be done.
My go. The officers force an ally to fully push themselves, increasing their characteristics by plus 13. And the novel's ability affect servant. Servant gains +5 to all characteristics at the start of the novel's next turn. So you serve me, then I hit them with voice of command. I don't think I need that right now. Could I hit both of them if it spray and pray?
A wicked thought.
Hey, I killed something.
Another one.
Right, shriek at him. Yep, dead.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Can you charge? Yes,
At
do
your
it.
beck and call. One, two, and
Nobles don't fight if they can avoid it. They have people for that. Each in the chair appears as if it's become one with the throne. See pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for the normal human being. The garments are breathing heavily. The obelisk thing as it exits through the two drills slits on its cheek. The creature's eyes are shut. Two under its eyes, as well as the third one that sits in the center of its forehead. Right, no voice acting for this bit. Even though this character is voice acted, there's no voice. This is infuriating, to be honest. I don't know if this is a bug or not. You know, I don't know if I'm supposed to be getting voice lines for every character for every line, or if it's fucked, or not if it's fucked, sorry, or if they just haven't done this for some unknown reason. They've only got voice actors for certain bits of the game. This isn't still in early access, is it? This is like a completely released game. Anyway, not about it. I believe Master Vespin still lives. The servants are dead, but the chamber, thanks to the Emperor, is sealed from the war. Well, we'll have a chance of leaving this place. What is wrong with him? Dira Winters, wounded, exhausted, fighting back the endless horrors of the war, forcing their way into his head. Pick one. The navigator says, your time is short. Your time is short to do what? Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn. Oh dear. Came from beyond. His body is not his. Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Conceal your heart, and I will flood your soul with myriad of words and meaning, each one a portent of salvation within me. Then, run! Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp, but it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help. He lives, but what do we do now? We will begin translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is alive. With drive, we must get to the bridge. We need support. Our only option is to fight the way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrod and his people. We'll also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servants girl relayed earlier. Spared, good luck, and thank you. And dialogue. We can have a little look. He's dead, boy. He'd be much dead. But we got corpses to loot. Scrappy also gun. An axe. We'll take it all. I don't think there's any difference between that psychic staff and the one that we've got. Another axe. I don't really know, like, what the you know. I don't know to what level I'm going to be trading as a rogue trader, if you get me.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Yes, it does, you mad bastard. Locked door. Right, so it's not that way then. This is another thing that gets me. All these corridors look the same. I don't have a fucking clue where I'm going. What's this deck? There we go. Like all, sometimes it'll let you know if you've left anything behind. Off this deck. So yeah, this is a special. Going forward, I'll try and limit the episodes to an hour apiece, like I do with, well, with Total Wars and, well, not much else actually, because come to think of it, a lot of what you've had recently that's not the top main Empire series have been live streams that I've sort of ported over. Frostpunk was live streams, Thrones of Britannia was live streams, the other thing, Although the other thing's going to come after this, but it's another palette cleanser sort of thing. Well, given the amount of episodes I've got for it now, it will be a full series, I think, rather than a palette cleanser. But again, it's all streams. I've been having a lot of fun streaming recently because people are engaging. I have 54 followers on Twitch, and some are like they're engaging again. Some are engaging. A lot of them are just people that are trying to sell me stuff, like their services to make my streams better. Yeah, fucking shoot them. Or no, I'm a little confused at which side I'm supposed to be rooting for. These guys, I think. Yeah, these guys.
It's all over for you.
Get wrecked. Again.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my Emperor.
As you see, the cutscenes are having well, not trouble per se, but they're not 100% on point with syncing up the audio to what's going down. But we found ourselves a Sister of Battle.
Sister Argenta. Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you? The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends who are twisted by smears of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the Dark Forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
I like him. He's very prim and proper. I'm going to check the football again. How did it end? Did United win? Yeah, unfortunately. Do not think to insinuate that I am one of the traitors. I would not let such an affront slide.
That answer does you credit. Only the truly righteous would be so provoked by the accusation of heresy. I
Goalsies.
cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
Yeah. What is a warrior of the Adepts of Serratus doing aboard a rogue trader's ship? Your order serves the Ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Okay.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice. Through this door, I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomap with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
The random overseer got a voice line, but some main characters don't.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May terror's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Yes, but first, I'm going to do some looting. A well-maintained stub revolver. Yes, please. Slightly better gun than the one I have. Always. So there's a door there. Is this the way? No, it's not the way. Never make it as a Mandalorian. That's not the way. So yeah, it's this door here. In which case, let's just have a little check. Now I've got the well-maintained one. Sword. But there's a chain sword. Like, there's chain swords and power swords. They're Plus, there are also swords. Or is that what that's supposed to be? It's not actually a chainsword. The image doesn't suggest that. But... oh, his is specifically a chainsword. Okay. That's fine then. We're all fine. Let's go through the big door. And this is tutorial the next. We learn how to fight as the witch. Now we have to learn how to fight as a space nun.
More enemies to face judgment.
Oh,
We are truly blessed this day.
bit of lag there.
Are
Is
you
everybody kept up?
ready to die?
Oh, Jed's is a bit batshit insane. And again, so is everyone. And then I will hide over here. I'll put you in harm's way. And you, my man, will go there. Oh, Jed's first. As a sister of battle, she comes with Unfading Valor, her own special Godwin pattern bolter. Again, her Godwin pattern bolter just isn't very effective. Spray and pray. Again, the animations are a little slow there. Yeah. The game is... well, not the game, sorry. The PC is struggling a little with the game, I think. But not enough for it to not warrant the series. I think it's fine. If you think otherwise, do let me know. It'll probably be too late by the time you send this. I'll have recorded all 80 parts, but...
Unfortunate turn of
Just a
fate.
minor setback.
that's unfortunate. They've called in backup. Oh, you want to whack some oversight on him?
Was that you? Or
But the reinforcement's got to go before I did. My fat, lazy lord just hasn't reacted to situations at all. Finish
A
him.
genius at work. A predictable downfall.
There we go, dead.
Schemes within schemes.
Schemes within schemes. Fucking servant of Zeech. Not sure you can hit them with a cleave. Let's move you up though. Nope.
It will be done.
Wow, you didn't even kill him. Let down. Kill that one then.
Victory is imminent.
Nice. I do like Abelard. 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 I will forever mess up his name, and I'm not going to apologise for that, because I am a High Lord. Well, a Lord, I'm not a High Lord. I'm not that far up the chain of command.
doubt is for the weak.
Nice. It's the best I've ever seen her do. Got two there. Get a deer of
They
forward.
who discern the future on the battlefield.
You hit him with lightning, he's going down. There's a psychic scream then.
Anything else?
Here's my dude.
Shattered foes in my wake.
I'll never get bored of him. 27% chance he's gonna miss. Yep.
Stop it!
Wow. Little bitch.
At your beck and call.
I'll do it.
Finish it.
None can escape the
Ah,
Emperor.
you've been letting me down in this particular round. She's been acing it. Adira always aces it.
On it. Be gone. Damn it. Oh.
It seems you can't move after you've attacked, which is unfortunate. Also, this is very uncharacteristic of my character. He's decided there's one left, and he's going to steal all the glory. 12% chance of hitting. Misses. Puts himself in harm's way. Classic noble. Charge? No. And you don't have a pistol, I've not given you one. In which case, you've...
Indeed.
Oh, okay, you can just move. You use the charge as a move. Oh, Jens is too far back, I don't think she'll have a shot. I'm gonna go.
Faith without deeds is worthless. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. I'll do it.
She missed. But the bolter did hit with the level of impact. Like, the weapons do feel like the weapons should feel, especially the psychic attacks. Particularly potent.
Turn of fate.
I have a different perspective.
Bet you do, you mad bastard.
Oh, applaud my brilliance!
Yes. Yes. Take it all. Get more. What else in here? Right, there's a lot of loot in the building. Makes sense. I mean, we got all the corpses. Is it? Yeah. And a machine rights set. Ooh, nice. Well, that does helpfully show you where there's loot on this occasion. There, that's the one I missed. Ooh, I'm glad I came back. Don't know what that is, but I want one. Yeah, this is where all the major loot is. Maybe watching me loot isn't that exciting, I don't know.
There will be no peace in my way.
I'm not going to read these, like I said, I've told you once, I'm not going to read them all, because they're everywhere. They give you bits of lore, and it is interesting, but... spend so much time pissing about.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
When I went for the madman voice actor, I didn't realize how mad he was going to be. Heretic assailant, loot. There's 2 dead heretics. Some loot that I missed. Loot. There it is.
Another notch. They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
Stop sounding like a serial killer, please, for the love of God.
Genius triumphs. Patience? My nerves are frayed.
A couple of medkits, some more melters.
Applaud my brilliance.
Ooh, what's that? Shotgun! Oh, I want a shotgun. Oh, I so want a shotgun.
What lies beyond?
Apparently there is still some loot somewhere around here. Oh, yeah. There. Nothing that exciting. I mean, nothing on shotgun levels anyway. Battle Lord should give you a pistol of some description. Have a last pistol. She's already got one. She's got her own special auto pistol. Range 6. What's the range on the shotgun? 2. Yeah, instead of a sword, my noble is just going to whip out a shotgun. He is good at shotguns, right? He doesn't specifically say, but you would assume so. So I have the tech gloves. They're not going to make much of a difference, you're already a genius at tech, but... But we go.
Duty prevails.
It does. In we go. Oh, everybody's leveled up. Cool.
In the shadows of the Imperium's ignorance, my genius blossoms. Oh, how they fear the brilliance that eludes their narrow vision.
I'll never get tired of him. Never. Bring it down. The effort immediately grants an ally an extra turn with action points equal to 2 and no movement points. Yep. Sometimes you don't even get a choice. Well, you do on most. Then he's a warrior, so he gets endure. A great ability for him to have. He's an operative. Cause weakness. What are you? Soldier. Yeah. Revel in slaughter. Yeah. Tracks for a sister of battle. But you see, no stats have gone up this level. She just gained an ability. So there's not...
powerless to act.
There's... Oh, I just found the reload button as well. There's not as much customizability as one would think.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Which is fine, because this is more a narrative game than an RPG, I would say.
Ooh, another notch.
Oh. There is loot in there. The game's telling me there's loot in there. It's a hat! That was worth everything. Was that a lift? But we're not supposed to be going there yet. Okay. Now, who would like a hat? Inventory, what's that? Plus 5% armor. What's my current armor, do we know? 15. Who's got the most? 25. 15. 25. Not me. Oh god, no. No, no. Sorry, we will not be wearing any hats. Congrats. Like, if my pompous wig is removed, then we will not be doing hats.
One step at a time amidst the
So, the roar of flames rings in your ears and choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You stick to recoil from the scorching heat wafting your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. Surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps, and then you see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Valencia. You lost my ear. Magenta. An apparition! A sorcerer's apparition! Trickery of the war! Sister, you will lower your weapon! Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous. That would probably be the reaction of somebody who is terrified of the war because he found a crazy book. This is impossible! I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible, Jabez. Your worldview is but an iota of what rogue trading knows and sees. But I can tell you that the world that you would like me to share that knowledge with you, the power over reality. I can lead you out of these flames, Jabez, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide. Argenta. Do not listen to this abomination, Jabez. If there is not but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. It will not be disturbed by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul. To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace. Attaboy. The people! Jabez, the survivors from the middle decks. We must help the crew. Lead them out. Find a way around. Don't miss our chance to meet up with Ed. Jabez, what are we waiting for? Now, I would definitely leave my people behind, because I am a High Lord. I don't give a shit about them. But am I a righteous High Lord? Or a cowardly take away my pain High Lord? I mean, we're assuming that we're all choking to death here. That's what that's showing us. The fire is hurting us, it's killing us. Again, what would a cowardly lord do? He would not walk through the fire, because he's always been out for himself. He doesn't believe the Emperor actually protects. He doesn't. He's not against the Imperium. He doesn't. You know, he's not a devout person. He's selfish. So he wouldn't care about. It's got to be heretical. Go for Theodora your hand, and the air around you seems to tighten, become thick and viscous. You and your companions in an impenetrable veil. Theodora smiles at you. Her radiant, piercing blue eyes suddenly remind you of Voigitvers. Theodora. I will show you the way. Go on. Close your eyes. End dialogue. Interesting. Now, for clarification, in my playthrough, I didn't choose the cowardly option. I chose the I will not leave my crew behind option, so I was playing as like a sort of altruistic crime boss kind of guy. So I don't know what's happening right now. This may extend the video quite a bit, which I'm not against. I do kind of need to pee, but better tab out now. How long I've been going for? An hour and a half. Well, I'll let this load in, end the video, and record part 2. The tutorial's going to be in 2 parts because I need to pee. You probably didn't need to know that, but you don't get to decide what you need to know. This is all about me, damn it. Okay. Save game. Okay, can I name it? YouTube. Technically, I don't need to save. Just end recording now. And I am going to. So I'll see you in a minute. From my point of view, from yours, it'll be a little while. But hopefully you enjoyed this. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!